Hello and welcome to Wagner's Tech Talk. I'm John, and today we're going to talk about the AtGames Legends Gamer Mini. This impressive product has 100 built-in games with the ability to play thousands more. You can also play virtual pinball tables or connect it to your PC. Let's get started. I want to mention if you go to wagnerstechtalk.com/ALGM, it'll take you to the AtGames Legends Gamer Mini Guide. The table of contents will point you to the specific sections you may be interested in, and this guide will continue to be updated, and much of what you see in this video can be found there. I purchased this unit from Walmart.com, and honestly, it was a bit of an impulse buy. However, I'll let you know up front, this is one impulse buy I don't regret at all. The brains of the entire kit is the Legends Gamer console. Here you have your pairing button, your power input, a USB 3.0 port, an HDMI output port, and Ethernet. And it does also have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built in. Next we have a very short HDMI cable, male to male, and a charging cable for charging the arcade console itself. It does have a built-in battery. A 5-volt, 2-amp power supply, and micro USB cable, which is used to power the gamer console, or streaming arcade console as it's referred to in the manual. I'm going to go rather fast here, but we'll take a look at the manual. Feel free to pause it if you'd like to catch any of this. And now we'll take a look at the control panel itself. It's very brightly colored, uses lots of Wagner's Tech Talk purple colors, which I really appreciate. On the back, you have your control bus port, your USB port, and a DC power input port. From what I understand, the control panel here is a drop-in replacement for the Legends Ultimate Mini, which we'll be seeing in the near future. The buttons and the stick feel very good, but of course, the best test is to try it with some games, so let's move on to the setup. The setup is easy. Just plug in the micro USB cable for power, or HDMI to our TV or monitor. Power on the arcade control panel, and it'll blink slowly at first. If you hold down the menu or AtGames button, it'll then start blinking quickly. Press the pairing button to enter wireless pairing, and a long press will pair to the control deck, which is the option you want to select here. Once the arcade control panel has been paired, you can then navigate any of the menus here. We'll go ahead and page through all the games that are included on the machine, just so you can get a good look at it. There are a total of 100 licensed games, and of course 10 pages of 10 games. However, that doesn't mean that's the only set of games that you'll ever be able to play on this machine. In fact, it's quite the contrary. We're going to be talking about a number of different ways that you can play even more games. However, before we do that, let's take a look at some of the built-in games and options. Pressing the AtGames or menu button, you can change the aspect of the game to your personal preference, including adding scan lines to allow the TV or monitor to emulate the image you would have seen on a CRT monitor. We'll insert a quarter and play Bubble Bobble. And another classic, Tetris. And one of my favorites from the arcade, Space Invaders. Once again, all the games I'm showing you right now are built into the machine. Now we'll take a look at Joe and Mac Returns. And a Disney classic, Fix-It Felix Jr. Of course, it wasn't really a classic. This game never existed back in the 80s. Whoops. I mentioned there's a number of different ways you can play games, including one called ArcadeNet. And essentially what you'll do is you'll create either a free or paid account that allows you to stream games directly from the AtGames servers to your Legends Gamer Mini. And now we'll take a look at Metal Slug 10. An Ethernet connection will perform better, however in this case I'm using Wi-Fi and streaming quite well.
Heavy machine gun.
Another way you can enjoy playing games is using the lobby to create or join a multiplayer game. AtGames frequently has festivals where you can win some pretty awesome prizes by adding friends to your friends list or by simply just having fun playing online games. You can also add your own games under the Bring Your Own Games menu, including add-ons, AtOnX, Cloud BYOG, and local streaming from your PC. I also want to cover a few settings that I think are rather important for someone new to the Legends Gamer Mini. One of them is connecting to your Wi-Fi network. Once connected, you can then sign in or sign out of your ArcadeNet account. And if we scroll on down to the version tile here, this is where you'll go in order to check and make sure you're running the very latest version of the software. The company is constantly making updates and improvements to their software, so it's something you'll want to check periodically. Going to Flash Drive X, this is where you can use a USB drive, such as this one. It doesn't have to be as large as the one I'm using here, but I'm going to pop it in. And then from there, you can format the Flash Drive X by just simply tapping the format. You only need to do this once. Once formatted, then you can mount the drive, so we'll select the mount option and go ahead and mount it. From here, we can install additional applications or pinball tables, but is that the only way?
No, there is another.
Thank you, Master Yoda. You're exactly right. If you go to wagnerstechtalk.com/al-CoinOpsX, it will take you to a guide that P-Dubs and I partnered to create, which will step you through the entire process of setting up CoinOpsX. So what is CoinOpsX? It's a specially configured USB drive which contains thousands of classic arcade games that you can play on your Legends Gamer Mini. Be sure to check out the disclaimer on the guide before downloading. Once your USB drive is all set up, then you can move over to the App Store X, where you can download additional pinball tables and applications. There are well over 100 additional pinball tables that you can add to your Legends Gamer Mini, but if you think that's everything, nope, you're in for a treat. There's more. If you plan on playing pinball on this machine, I highly recommend picking up the Pinball Kit from AtGames. A couple of times each year they have a National Owners Day sale where you can pick this up pretty cheap, and it has spring-loaded connectors that make it a breeze in order to connect up. You just pop it on there and throw in the screws and tighten them down. This kit also works on a number of devices, including the AtGames Legends Ultimate, should you ever decide to upgrade to that particular machine. I'm going to switch over to portrait mode, which will rotate the screen. We will have to reboot once, and once it's rebooted, our screen will look like this, but don't worry, I won't make you twist your head in order to see it. I'll press the menu button and move down, and we'll go to the Taito Volume 1 and play a little bit of Frontline. On the left-hand side, you'll see my video capture device, and on the right, my portable monitor flipped into portrait mode. When it's game over, you may be prompted to enter your initials. I'll go ahead and enter mine here. You can then press the AtGames or menu button to move down to the leaderboard option to see how you rate. Keep in mind your score won't be uploaded until you exit the game, so I'll exit the game and my score will be uploaded. Another way you may want to use your AtGames Legends Mini is to connect it up to a PC. Here I'll go ahead and plug in the USB port on one end, and the other end I'll plug into my PC. I'll map the buttons in Steam and load up 99 Vitas. Another way you can play is to actually make it portable. Here I'm using a power bank with a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. The battery pack is powering not only the Legends console, but also the monitor. So yeah, I could take it on a road trip. And lastly, I picked up this 8BitDo SN30 Pro Plus Bluetooth controller to play a 2-player game. I'm going to hold down the start and the B button, and then press the connect button, and we should see the LEDs moving left to right, which they are. And then from there, I go into the wireless pairing mode and select my controller and go ahead and connect it up. I'll load up a 2-player game, Fighter's History Dynamite. In the upper left-hand corner, you can see which control I'm using. I'll switch back and forth between the Bluetooth controller and the arcade control panel. So yes, you can play multiplayer games on your AtGames Legends Mini. So yeah, I think this is a pretty slick device. Hopefully you've seen in this video that this machine is quite versatile, and for the price, I'll just say this is one of those impulse purchases I don't regret at all. I'd like to hear what you think of the Legends Gamer Mini. Please comment below and let me know. Also, don't forget to check out the guide page for the latest tips and information. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more from Wagner's Tech Talk, please click the subscribe. And with that, I will talk to you very soon.